Well, good evening. It's just past 6 o'clock on Saturday the 11th of June, and welcome to this week's programme. And in the news this week, winners of the Visit England National Excellence Awards have been announced, and the great news is Weymouth's Knowth Fort is among the national winners. The Knowth Fort won the Gold Award for Small Visitor Attraction of the Year. James Farquharson, chairman of the Knowth Fort, said, "Excellence is a journey. Our team continuously strives to improve what we do. This award recognises our progress and spurs us on to continue with our museum development programme, which will include creating a more participatory experience, as well as an expensive repair to a leaky roof and a replacement lift to ensure all our visitors have ongoing access to the whole museum." I'm sure, like me, you have seen the incredible journey the Knowth has been through to bring it from a disused building to the #1 visitor attraction in our area, and also a great event venue as well. So well done to the whole team at the Knowth Fort, and especially to all those incredible volunteers that spend so many hours there showing people around, doing the maintenance, etc. Well done to you all. It is truly well deserved. Now, Dorset Council have told us that carers in Dorset can sign up for a discount card for benefits at cafes, days out, and for everyday services to help those looking after a family member or friend, or somebody who would not manage without them. So it's open to all sorts of people. National Carers Week, which ends tomorrow, highlights the role carers play in the community and the ways to access support once they have been identified as a carer. A carer is anyone who looks after a family member or friend who has a disability, mental or physical illness, addiction, or who needs extra help as they grow older. Carers Week is an annual campaign to raise awareness of caring, highlighting the challenges unpaid carers face and recognising the contribution they make to families and their communities. It also helps people who don't think of themselves as having caring responsibilities to identify as carers and access much needed support. Now, a couple of key contacts for you. There is a carers helpline, and there's a phone number 01305 22 1016, and if you'd like to apply for the carers card, the website is mycarerscard.co.uk. That's mycarerscard.co.uk. And I looked at the list earlier, and there are tens and tens and tens of places to visit, and companies that will offer you discounts of 10 or 20% with the carers card. So if you're a carer, it's well worth applying for one of those cards. And if you need any support, the number is 01305 22 1016. Now, staying with the theme of carers, Dorset and Wiltshire Fire and Rescue Services reminding everyone in a caring role of the help that is available from the fire service for keeping homes safe from fire. Whether you are a formal carer or someone who just keeps an eye on an elderly neighbour or family member, the service offers a range of advice and support. Safe and Well manager Vicky Thomas said Safe and Well is a completely free service which helps to keep our community safe in their homes. We start with a phone call to the householder or their representative to identify whether any specific equipment can be of help. An advisor will then arrange a home visit at a convenient time to identify any fire risks and install things like smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors. The Safe and Well discussion covers topics such as using electricity safely, kitchen safety, making an escape plan, having a bedtime routine, and specific risks such as smoking in the home, use of emollient creams, and restricted mobility. The service aims to specifically target people who meet at least one of the following criteria. So just listen to these and see if that would put you or somebody that you care for in this group. So somebody who lives alone, elderly 65 plus, those with care and support needs, those who smoke a lot and perhaps have inappropriate smoking, alcohol and medication use, reduced mobility, hoarding and or mental health issues. So if you've got any of those, you are deemed to be slightly higher risk of fire, and Dorset and Wilts Fire and Rescue Safe and Well service would like to come and offer you some support. So give them a call, 0800 038 2323, that's free of charge, or go to the Dorset and Wiltshire Fire and Rescue website at www.dwfire.org.uk/safe and well visits to make a request online. I'm sure if you just go to Dorset and Wilts Fire on Google and put safe and well in, it will take you right to that page, because Google is pretty good at that. But it's called the Safe and Well service, and it's from Dorset and Wilts Fire and Rescue. Phone number 0800 038 2323. Now turning to Dorset Police. Dorset police officers are investigating an alleged robbery in Weymouth, and they have made 5 arrests, but they still want some help. It was reported that between 9:50 p.m. and 10:05 p.m. on Saturday the 4th of June, a local man aged in his 40s was cycling on the Rodwell Trail behind the Weymouth Outdoor Education Centre when he was attacked by a group of teenagers. His baseball cap and black rucksack containing a bike clock were allegedly stolen. It was reported that one of the teenage boys had an axe and another one was in possession of a knife. During the incident, the victim sustained injuries to his head, arm and leg, and he was taken to hospital for treatment. An investigation was launched by detectives from Weymouth CID, and following extensive inquiries, a total of 5 arrests have been made in connection with the incident. 2 15-year-old boys from Weymouth, a 16-year-old boy from Weymouth, a 16-year-old Wimborne boy and an 18-year-old man from Poole were all arrested on suspicion of robbery. They have been released under investigation and inquiries continue. Detectives are continuing to appeal for any witnesses to that incident or anyone with further information to come forward, and we will give you the number and contact details in a minute. Staying with Dorset Police are investigating reports of assault in Weymouth and appealing for witnesses to come forward. At around 12:25 on Monday the 16th of May, a few weeks ago now, it was reported that a man was seen assaulting a woman who was sitting in a vehicle in the car park at Littermore Shopping Centre. The woman drove off from the scene. The man and woman involved are believed to have been known to each other. Police Constable Gino Killingback of Weymouth Police said, "We have been carrying out a number of inquiries into this incident and I am now appealing for anyone who saw what happened to please come forward and contact us." Now, if you've got any information on either of those incidents, the usual numbers for Dorset Police, 101 for non-urgent and to speak to somebody directly, or you can obviously contact them anonymously through the Crime Stoppers charity on 0800 555 111. That's 0800 555 111. Now, Dorset Council is flying the flag. It's flying the white ensign flag, actually, to be specific, at County Hall in Dorset to mark the 40th anniversary since the end of the Falklands War, and to remember all those who were involved and affected by the Falklands War conflict. The conflict began on the 2nd of April 1982 and saw countless acts of great courage, determination and resolve, along with heartbreaking scenes of tragedy and loss. Lasting 74 days, the Falklands War was the first military action since the Second World War that utilised all elements of the armed forces, with over 900 losing their lives, 255 of whom were British personnel. The war was concluded with an Argentinian surrender on the 14th of June 1982. And today the UK and Argentina have brokered a diplomatic peace, but neither side has changed its stance on the status of the islands. Councillor David Walsh, who's the Armed Forces champion for Dorset Council, said, "We want to record our gratitude and appreciation to all those that served during the Falklands conflict in 1982. We know there are many veterans in the Falklands War who still struggle with physical and mental scars, and some who have faced huge challenges of hardship since the war ended." Now, the Knowth Gardens is one of Weymouth's most popular gardens. A great place to walk, run and play whilst enjoying stunning views of Portland and Weymouth harbours in a beautiful setting. Weymouth Town Council are asking for volunteers to join the Friends of Knowth Gardens to help support and improve the gardens. Friends groups organise events and activities, fundraise for projects like new play equipment, help keep an eye on the gardens, carry out practical tasks, raise public awareness and much more. There are opportunities for everyone to get involved, and it's a great way to meet new people and help make your local area better. There will be an initial meeting for those interested in joining the Friends of the Nose Gardens at the Nose Tavern on Wednesday the 15th of June at 4 p.m. Do go along with your ideas to find out more and help make the Nose an even better place to be. Just turn up, or if you'd like further information, please contact the Parks Department of Weymouth Town Council, and there's an email address of parks P-A-R-K-S, at weymouthtowncouncil.gov.uk. Now there's more information about the Nose Gardens and all the other parks and gardens in the Weymouth Town Council area by popping along on the Weymouth Town Council website. Now tomorrow there is a charity car wash for firefighters charity and a scouting organisation. It will be held in Weymouth tomorrow, Sunday the 12th of June, in aid of the firefighters charity and the Brownsea Raptors, which is a body from Dorset Scouts. The event is being organised at the fire station on Radipole Lane between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. and firefighters and the Scouts will be washing cars in return for donations. Watch manager Luke Howell said the charity provides everyone with within the fire and rescue service with a vital lifeline when things are tough, whether it's rehabilitation after an injury or someone else to turn to during mental health or financial challenges. We know that income has dropped significantly during the pandemic, so we're keen to raise as much as we can for this great cause. He also went on to say a number of local Scouts have been selected and tasked with raising funds to enable Scouts from poorer countries and themselves to attend the 25th World Scout Jamboree in South Korea next year. We're delighted to be supporting the young people in our community and their opportunity to attend an event with people from all over the world promoting peace and understanding with younger communities. Now, out of the funds raised tomorrow, 60% will go to the firefighters charity and the other 40% will be going to the Brownsea Raptors to help that World Jamboree project. So that's Radipole Lane Fire Station tomorrow. Do pop along, get your car washed there and help to great local charities. Now, Armed Forces Weekend is back this year in Weymouth, and it's just around the corner. This year's celebrations, supported by the Ministry of Defence, are taking place from Saturday the 18th to Monday the 20th of June. The event starts on the Saturday morning at 10 a.m. with an impressive military vehicle display on Weymouth Pavilion forecourt. Between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. enjoy the free music and entertainment from the Decadettes, who will be undertaking a tribute to the forces with a sing-along and seated performance from the South Wales Police Band. At 3:30 p.m. the military vehicle convoy will then start their engines and parade along Weymouth seafront. On the seafront there will also be a variety of ex-service association stands and charity stalls. On the Sunday at 11 a.m. an open-air service at the Cenotaph on Weymouth seafront will commence with a fly past along the entire length of the seafront from a Spitfire and a Hurricane from the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight Team. The service will be followed by a parade of veterans and historic military vehicles along the esplanade. Band performances will take place in the afternoon together with a display of historic vehicles. The celebrations conclude on the Monday the 20th of June at 10:30 with an Armed Forces flag raising ceremony taking place outside the new Town Hall on Commercial Road. Now, to find out more about that, pop along to Weymouth Town Council's website and look for the Armed Forces Weekend page. Now, plans for an 83-bedroom hotel at the site of the former Colwell Shopping Centre in Weymouth have been unveiled just today. The proposals will see the old Colwell Shopping Centre in School Street, Weymouth demolished and a new hotel erected along with ground floor restaurant and a retail unit. A public consultation has been held today at the Colwell Centre, run by Darryl Howell's planning consultancy, who are on hand to answer questions from the public. Since the site opened in the 1980s, it has had a checkered history. Previous plans to convert it into flats in 2015 and periods of being completely empty and unused. The new proposals for the site are conceptual at the moment, but there is a potential of bringing a number of jobs to the town if the plans progress and the hotel is built. The planning consultants are encouraging the public to review the proposals and offer opinions that can then be presented to Dorset Council once the application is finalised. There will also be the opportunity to provide written feedback on the proposals. Well, I'm sure that'll be a very welcome move at anything happening to that area. It's been empty for some time, so do look out and have your chance to comment on those proposals. Now, talking of proposals, there are now proposals that could see... Oh, that's the wrong... We don't want that graphic yet. I've got the wrong graphic there. Oh dear, never mind. Proposals could see a new ferry service to the Channel Islands returning to Weymouth. And they have been revealed this week. Dorset Council, however, insists some fundamental considerations still need to be answered before a final decision can be made. Plans have been seen by Weymouth Town Council and Dorset Council that could see services resume for the first time since 2015. The plans were discussed by Weymouth Town Council on June the 1st after 2 years of discussions, initially with the State of Guernsey and more latterly with a major ferry company. Plans have been formally submitted but not released publicly, and Weymouth Town Council is working with Dorset Council over the plans. Ian Girling, who's the Chief Executive of Dorset Chamber of Commerce, said the proposed return of cross-channel services could provide revitalisation of the Weymouth Harbour. He also said the return of the Channel Island service would be a great boost for the local economy. Hospitality, leisure and tourism could be among the sectors to benefit. The new developments are encouraging, although I appreciate it is still early days. Now, a trial service could start this year, with the first crossing taking place in the autumn, and if successful could result in 1 or 2 sailings a week during the summer months. Now, the cross-channel service previously ran from Weymouth only until 2015, of course, when Condor Ferries moved services to Poole. And finally, got the right picture up this time, a new pirate adventure is coming to Weymouth this summer. Made to Measure Productions is bringing a new show to Weymouth this year at the Lodmore Palladium. This state-of-the-art pop-up theatre will showcase a range of entertainment over 9 days in August 2022. Set at Lodmore Country Park, this architectural structure will house the exciting brand new production of Pirates Ahoy. The crew of the Saucy Sally are set to take you on another swashbuckling adventure featuring scrumptious scenery, colourful costumes, toe-tapping tunes and belly laughter by the bucketful. Alongside this, Lodmore Palladium will also host a diverse programme of evening entertainment including drag performers, cinema experiences and the ever-popular Pirates Ahoy grown-ups only performances. This will all be led by Lee Redwood from Made to Measure, who has for many years provided the Christmas pantomime and Pirates of the Pavilion summer shows at the Pavilion. This all happened after the Pavilion have now found a new provider for the pantomime. Lodmore Palladium will be open from Saturday the 13th of August until Sunday the 21st of August, with daily Pirates Ahoy performances and varying evening performances. A full programme of events is expected to be announced at the end of June, and we will bring that to you when we get it. And that's the end of our headlines this week. Now, our first longer piece this week is from Janet Hall, and she is focusing on the Magna Carta. Now, the Magna Carta was signed or written or whatever on June the 15th, 1215, so it's celebrating its anniversary this week. So let's hear from Janet all about the Magna Carta and its anniversary this week.
On Wednesday, June the 15th, it will be the anniversary of a very special occasion. The day King John agreed to the terms of Magna Carta. So, what is Magna Carta?
And why does it matter to you?
Magna Carta means Great Charter in Latin. It was agreed by King John on the 15th of June 1215 as a way of making peace with a group of English barons and church leaders. The barons were protesting against high taxes demanded by King John from the English people to pay for his wars against France. In Magna Carta, John agreed many clauses, not just about taxes, but on many other issues important to the English people in the 1200s. These included the rights of widows, the seizing of corn and horses, and the standardization of measures for wine and cloth. Most of the clauses listed in Magna Carta have now been replaced by new laws, but two key clauses are still part of English law today. These two clauses assert the rights and freedoms of individual citizens. Magna Carta limited the powers of the monarchy. It said that the king or queen was subject to the law and couldn't exploit their position and power to rule just as they wanted to. Magna Carta also stated that individuals had specific rights. The Magna Carta can be seen in Salisbury Cathedral. It was delivered to Old Sarum in 1215, probably by Elias Derium, who was present when the King John agreed Magna Carta. Elias later became a priest at Salisbury Cathedral and oversaw the building of the current cathedral from 1220 onwards.
The Magna Carta in Salisbury Cathedral is one of the best preserved of only 4 surviving copies of the document. The others are held in the British Library and Lincoln Castle.
Today, a rotunda building built by the American Bar Association stands at Runnymede as a tribute to Magna Carta, a symbol of freedom under law. So, although Magna Carta is over 800 years old, it is still today a powerful symbol of social justice. And though many of its clauses are no longer relevant to modern life, the concept of a document proclaiming the freedom and rights of individuals under the rule of law has been adopted across the globe. Magna Carta established the right of trial by jury and ensured that no one, including the king, was above the law.
Thank you, Janet, very much for sharing with us the anniversary of Magna Carta that is this week on the 15th of June, signed in 1215 or agreed in 1215. Now, our second bit this week, I thought I would share with you something that's happened today. Today there has been an open day at Weymouth College, and of course at this time of year lots of our young people are leaving school, having done their GCSEs, and will be thinking about what they're doing next year. Some will go off to university, having done their A-levels, etc., and some will be transitioning from secondary school and thinking whether to go back for sixth form or going to one of our local colleges like Weymouth College or Kingston Morwood. So this week I thought I would share with you a video produced by Weymouth College that just gives a taster of some of the things that young people can do at our local college, which I have to say has absolutely fantastic facilities, as you will see in this short video.
My name's Ryan, I'm one of the lecturers in motor vehicle at Weymouth College, and this is our motor vehicle workshop. And it is a very practical trade, so hands-on experience is key. You will get a wide range of experience in the workshop. It's not just all new cars, we do have cars where there are seized bolts and things like that, so the challenge is there. Once you've done your course, you do have the relevant qualifications in order to go out and gain employment.
Within the media department we have different levels of courses. We start at level 2, so the level 2 is more of an introduction into media. In the second year of level 3 we focus much more on specialisms, so Some people would go on to script writing, other people will go on to camera, audio, visual effects. We've got the skills within the department to facilitate all of those different areas.
So I did the level 3 course here, and the first year of that I came in quite blind really. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I knew I had quite an interest in creative arts, but I didn't really know what the sectors of it. So the first year was kind of like a water testing for me. I finished my level 3 in film and I did my degree in contemporary and commercial photography. And then I came back and now working at the college, those two things kind of lend themselves greatly. So yeah, I've got sort of both ideas and it's helped me sort of in the business side as well.
There we are, that's Weymouth College. So they've had their first of their open days today. I'm sure there will be others before the start of the new academic year. But do pop along to their website and have a look at what they have to offer, or give the college a ring and get some information if you are thinking about what to do next year. Now, we haven't got a third piece this evening, but we have got something different in our What's On section in a minute, so bear in with us. And we're now going to go over for the national weather forecast, and this week it's Aidan McGivern at the Met Office that's joining us.
Hi there. A real contrast in fortunes across the UK this weekend. Very unsummery for the northwest, particularly. We'll also continue to see longer spells of rain across the north of Scotland during Saturday evening. I think that's the last of it, because by the early hours of Sunday, low pressure is moving away and filling to the north. And that means that the weather fronts that are helping to organise the rain move away. And we keep the showers, but the wind starts to come down. So by Sunday morning, clear spells across much of England, Wales, eastern and southern Scotland, Northern Ireland. Mostly dry. Still temperatures double figures, but perhaps a little lower where we get lighter winds in the far south. And then a bright start for many. Some sunshine first thing Sunday. Again, 1 or 2 showers building across northern and western England as well as Wales. Not many really. I think many places will see a fine day. Scotland and Northern Ireland keep the showers but lose the longer spells of rain. So a better chance of drier interludes in between the showers and some brighter spells. It will also stay blustery in the north, particularly over the hills and coast, but less windy compared with Saturday. So on the whole, the weather is calming down, but it takes all weekend to get there. And it's also cooling down. You can see the temperatures around mid-teens in the north and high teens generally further south. That trend continues into the start of next week. For many, a fine day on Monday, but relatively cool for the time of year. And for later next week, signs that the weather will begin to warm up once again.
Thank you very much there, Aidan. Let's have a look at the weather for the week ahead. And I was hearing rumours from somebody in the week that we're expecting temperatures over 30 degrees in about a week's time, which I'm hoping we won't be getting too far near that. But as you can see, looking at the week ahead, Friday the temperature's getting warmer and we've got that full sunshine there with no clouds and no rain. So definitely a warmer, brighter week with no rain and potential to get much warmer from next week onwards. Let's have a look at the traffic and travel now. We've got road closures and diversions in place on Wyke Road. There's works there of various types going on until the 17th of June. Also in Queensland Road there's going to be roadworks with traffic control. Other roadworks going on that haven't got traffic control or diversions are Sussex Road, James Street, Why Not Way, Grays Road, Grafton Road, Goldcroft Avenue and Oakbury Drive. Now on the trains, the only thing to report on the trains this weekend and the week ahead is a bus replacement service tomorrow between Reading and Basingstoke. Now turning to the What's On section, quite a lot coming up at Weymouth Pavilion. 13th of June, Trusting the Waves, a musical and visual experience. 13th to 16th of June, Keeping Up Appearances by Project Play. And you remember I mentioned last week, these are the people that did the Dad's Army play a few years ago, which was absolutely fantastic. And I highly recommend a visit to Keeping Up Appearances, which I'm sure will be equally as good. 17th of June, Money for Nothing, music of Dire Straits. 18th of June, the Travelling Wilbury Experience. 19th of June, Sunday Night Comedy with Marcus Bridgestoke. 24th of June, Right Back, the Everly Brothers story. And then 27th to 28th of June is Sea Shanties and Nautical Nuggets. Now this is a series of events and concerts, and it's going to be starring pupils from lots of different local schools. So if you're a parent, the chances are that your son or daughter may be involved in this production at some stage, and you may well get invites to it, so watch out for that. 29th of June is the Buddy Holly and the Cricketers. Yeah, it's not the crickets, it's the Cricketers. Buddy Holly and the Cricketers. And now the box office is on 01305 783 225, and of course online at weymouthpavilion.com. Turning to the Nothe Fort, 2nd of June to the 15th of July, Royal Memorabilia Exhibition, that's still underway. 17th of June, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, which is a theatrical production similar to what they've had there before. 1st of July, the Wessex Musical Theatre are doing a Songs from Stage and Screen show. And the 23rd of July is the Victorian Weekend. Now, turning to Royal Manor Theatre now. July the 9th and July the 10th, they're doing their pantomime Not Quite Aladdin. If you want tickets for that, they will be available on the door or via booking online or the office, the box office. Box office is 033 3666 3366. I'll say that again, 033 3666 3366, or at www.royalmanortheatre.co.uk. Right, we're now moving to our film review section, and something a little different this week. This week we're going to be joined by a new regular contributor to our programme. His name's Andrew Wright, and Andrew is a media student studying at Bournemouth University, and he's going to be with us for quite a while, helping us with our weekly programme. And one of the things he's helping with is a review of what's going on in the media. So we're going over to Andrew now to have a roundup of what's happened in film and releases and forthcoming releases.
Welcome to WykeRegisTV Film Review and Preview. I'm Andrew Wright. The trailer for DC's Black Adam was released this week after much advertisement and anticipation. DC's Black Adam hails from the director of Disney's Jungle Cruise and stars the popular action movie actor Dwayne Johnson as the titular anti-hero. Johnson also produces the film, which features a cast of other DC comic book characters, including James Bond's Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate. The premise of the film, courtesy of the Warner Brothers press release, is that nearly 5,000 years after he was bestowed with almighty powers of the ancient gods and imprisoned just as quickly, Black Adam is freed from his earthly tomb, ready to unleash his unique form of justice on the modern world. DC's Black Adam releases in cinemas nationwide October 21st, 2022, courtesy of Warner Brothers Pictures. Just from this first trailer, it looks like this will be an exciting and action-packed film. As Johnson likes to say about this film, the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change. This week, the trailer for the 5th film in the Predator franchise was released. Titled Prey, this new entry hails from the director of 10 Cloverfield Lane and is set in the Comanche Nation some 300 years ago. The film features a female hunter named Naru who seeks to protect her people from a danger to their camp. However, the prey she is hunting turns out to be a highly evolved alien with a technologically advanced arsenal, resulting in a vicious and terrifying showdown between the two adversaries. Prey releases on Disney Plus August 5th, courtesy of 20th Century Studios. Speaking of the Predator franchise, this Sunday, June 12th, marks the 35th anniversary of the original film starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. The success of this original film led to the film being dubbed as one of the greatest science fiction horror films of all time and spawned 3 other Predator films before the prequel releases this August. It also led to other forms of multimedia merchandise, including a crossover series with the legendary horror series Alien. This Saturday, June 11th, marks the 40th anniversary of the hit Steven Spielberg film E.T. the Extraterrestrial. The classic family film about the friendship between a struggling young boy and an abandoned alien. The film was an immediate success upon release, becoming the highest-grossing movie of all time, a record it held for 11 years, and won 4 Academy Awards, and was nominated for an additional 5, including Best Picture. This weekend's big cinema release is Jurassic World Dominion, the conclusion of the Jurassic World trilogy and the Jurassic Park series as a whole. The film stars Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard from the Jurassic World films, as well as Sam Neill, Laura Dern and Jeff Goldblum from the original Jurassic Park film. Be sure to check it out, especially if you love action movies with dinosaurs. That's all I have for this week, but be sure to check back next week where I will review Jurassic World Dominion, as well as the new home media release of The Batman. Now back to Gary in the studio.
Thank you very much, Andrew, and we look forward to you joining us next week for the reviews of The Batman. Now, Andrew mentioned Black Adam and the trailer being released this week, and we're now going to bring that to you now, courtesy of Warner Brother Pictures.
Black Adam. What have your powers ever given to you? Nothing but heartache.
I was a slave until I died. Then I was reborn a god. My son sacrificed his life to save me. Now, I kneel before no one. In this world, there are heroes.
I feel the pain in my city wherever I go.
And there are villains. Heroes don't kill people. Well, I do.
My vision has shown me
The future.
you have 2 choices. You can be the destroyer of this world, or you can be its savior. That's up to you.
Behind you! Did he just catch a rocket?
He got a rocket.
All black everything, you know my fresh coat.
Well, there we go. As Andrew said, looks like it's going to be an action-packed film. Don't go too much on the October 21 date on the end, of course. All these things have slipped significantly. So that brings us just about to the end of this week's programme. Myself, Janet and Andrew will be back next week for next week's programme. Just to remind you that our weekly quiz will be on at 7:30. We'll be going live in about 35 minutes at 7:15. But the quiz goes live at 7:30, and be very welcome to join us on that. And also to say the regular church services are happening in Wyke tomorrow at 8 o'clock at All Saints Church 9:30, All Saints Church, and 11 o'clock at St Edmunds. And finally, to say a massive thank you to all those people that came and joined the Jubilee celebrations in Wyke Regis on Thursday the 2nd of June. An absolute fantastic day. Band in the evening with a bar and burgers and hot dogs, and events happening all through the day, and Teddy Zitwar. It was a super day, supported by lots and lots of people locally in Wyke Regis, and I hope everybody that came enjoyed themselves. We certainly, those of us involved in putting it on, certainly enjoyed it. So don't forget, if you've got any news for us, any events happening soon, or anything you want to share with us, do drop us a line, either for my attention or for Janet or Andrew's attention. If you email me at news@WykeRegisTV, we'll make sure that Janet or Andrew gets anything that you send in. And we look forward to being with you again next Saturday at 6 o'clock. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and the week ahead, and we'll be back with you next week. Good night.